Good morning, Liverpool class again, and I hope that you're well today. We're going to have a look at some fact families. We're going to have a look at the relationships between numbers. We've done this before, so let's have a look at this. Look, addition and subtraction bonds to 20. Now we know that addition and subtraction are the inverse of each other, and we can write 8 calculations, up to 8 calculations for addition and for subtraction for each one. But let's have a look at this. Look, we've got tens frames here. So we've got a 10, red and 5. So that would be 15 add 5 equals 20. But we also know that we could write it as 5 add 15 equals 20, isn't it? So I wonder if you would be able to have a go. Look at them. How many red counters? How many yellows? Okay. Now if you look, we've got 2 and 8. So that would be, if I know 2 and 8 is 10, I know 12, because we've got another 10. 12 and 8 is 20. You have a go at the bottom one. How many other number bonds to 20 can you make using counters and 10 frames? So you could get 20 counters. See if you can make different ways. Maybe if you've got 2 different colours would help, or 2 different items, maybe counters and cubes, or counters and whatever you've got, have a go. Let's have a look at this fact family. Look, we have got 15 add 2 equals 17, but we can also put the equals. Look, the total at the beginning, 17 equals 15 add 2. 2 add 15, so we can turn it round, equals 17. Then we could have 17 equals 2 add 15. 17 subtract 15 equals 2. 2 equals 17 minus 15. 17 minus 2 equals 15. 15 equals 17 minus 2. So there's lots of ways that we can write it, can't we? I wonder if you could pick, say, 11 add 4 equals 15. And I wonder if you could write the fact families for 11 add 4 for me. Look, this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? 2 minus 17 equals 15 should be in the fact family. It should, but what has Rosie got wrong with them 2 numbers? It should be 17 minus 2, shouldn't it? Okay. Now then, we move on to part whole model. Look, we've got the whole at the top being 11, 2 numbers that make 11. And we know that addition and subtraction is inverse. Inverse, we know, is the opposite. So 6 add 5 equals 11. Then it would be 11 take away 5 equals 6. Then if you did 5 and 6 equals 11, it would be 11 take away 6 equals 5. So we've done 4 there, haven't we? Are there any other number sentences in this fact family? So if you went back, you could have 11 equals, couldn't you? 6 add 5. 11 equals 5 add 6. Then you could say you've got 11 take away 6. You could have 6 equals 11 take away 5. 5 equals 11 take away 6, where you've got your equals at the beginning. I wonder if you could come up with a part whole model for if I gave you the numbers 7, 6 and 13. Can you do the part whole model for that? 7, 6, 13. Draw it as a part whole model and write me the 8 number sentences. And what about doing it for 18, 13 and 5? 18, 13 and 5. Maybe do one for 20. Think of which two numbers that you're going to do for 20. I would avoid 10 add 10 because you can't get 8 number sentences. Okay, so that's what I've done for there. Now then, lots of problems that I've put, look. This is in a bar model, isn't it? We've got the 2 parts. So your problem is to work out the whole. 9 and 8 is 17. I would do, I'd get to 10, I'd take 1 off that 8, and then I'd know there's 7. So I think 9 and 8 is 17. Can you write that? Fact families for all of them. Have a look at this one. Any incorrections for this? Well, I know that 3 take away 10 equals 7. I know that's the wrong way round. See if you can spot the other one. Now then, on this one, here are some number cards, look. Choose 2 number cards and find their total. Well, I've already looked at 5 and 2 is 7, so I could write the fact families for them. But I also know that there are 2 other numbers. Which other 2 numbers make 13? I wonder if you can find them and write the fact families for it. Look at this, 14 add 3 equals 17. We need the calculations to know that we need the inverse, don't we? We need the opposite. Now then, use inverse operations to check 9 add 6 equals 15. Well, I know 15 take away 6 equals 9. What would be the other one? True or false? Talk to an adult about it. How do you know 18 take away 4 equals 14? Is it true or is it false? And the last one, Jack is answering some maths questions. So 4 add 5 equals 19. 15 take away 3 equals 18. 4 equals 20 take away 6. Now then, he says, I don't need to work them out. I know they're wrong. How do you know all them questions are incorrect? Can you explain them to an adult? Can you actually write me an explanation? I'm going to say one for you. So, if it was 3 add 6 equals 19, I would say that's not right, because 3 add 6 are 1-digit numbers. 3 add 6 is 9. If it was 3 add 16, that would be 19. And this one, look. 7 add 2 equals 19. No, 7 add 2 doesn't equal 19. It equals 9 because 2 1-digits, look. If it was 19 take away 5, and I said 24, I know that I've added that, not subtracted. So you think carefully about them. See if you can write me some explanations. I would love to see some of your work. Please send me an email if you manage to do any of these tasks. And continue to keep safe and enjoy learning.